Hey everyone, welcome back to Film Slime. Much like the TV show Pawn Stars, Hardcore Pawn also tells the story of people selling or pawning off their precious items to a family-owned pawn shop in Detroit. This show mainly focuses on the stories of the individuals who come into the shop to pawn objects, and this list reveals some of the dark truths of Hardcore Pawn. Number 7. Frequent appearances by celebrities. At first glance, this may look like some ordinary shop pawning things from the average citizens of Detroit, but as it so happened on one occasion, the star of Breaking Bad, Aaron Paul himself, came to the shop wanting to buy a specific object he had in mind. Even though he couldn't find it, the mere fact that such a huge celebrity showed up to this shop is extraordinary. Number 6. Ashley's business. As this is a family-run business, it's highly unusual when one of them suddenly decides to quit. This is exactly what happened with Ashley Gold, who quit the shop to start her own online pawn business. Since pawn shop owners are required to have a physical location, Ashley too owns a storage shop, but her entire inventory is displayed online where anyone could purchase any item they wanted. Some may think this move to quit the shop was due to some quarrel, but she justifies her decision by saying that she wanted to be closer to her husband and kids. Number 5. Honesty is the best policy. The Gold family's reputation is tied to their honesty, and customers have come to admire that about them, as they're one of the few pawnbrokers who don't try to cheat people out of their belongings. This was proven when a woman came into the shop looking to sell a bag of stones and demanded just $100 for them. When Ashley inspected the stones, most of them were worthless, but one stone among them turned out to be worth $10,000. So instead of lying to the seller about the value of her stones, she paid her the full amount of $10,000. This is just one example of the honesty embodied in the Gold family brand. Number 4. Helping the law. One of the main reasons people often visit pawn shops is to sell items that no one else might buy. But the Gold family isn't like them, which is why they don't even consider buying items that might have been stolen. On one such occasion, when a woman came into the shop looking to sell some earrings which were suspected to have been stolen by the rightful owners, the Detroit pawn shop called her into their office and engaged her in a conversation while the authorities arrived there to arrest her. Even though they could have gotten some serious cash for those items, they chose to help the police in apprehending the criminal instead. Number 3. Pawn shops improve society. Many pawn shop owners hold a belief that their shops are an important part of society, and without their shops, people would have nowhere to sell items to make a quick buck. The Gold family also shares this belief, and Les Gold, the owner of the shop, even goes as far as to say that these shops help people celebrate birthdays and other happy occasions, as they could buy items at a cheaper price than they could at an ordinary shop. In the end, pawn shops are an easy way to make money, whether people like them or not. Number 2. Greed is a sin. The Gold family is not like other pawn shops where people just care about the money they make. When the state of Michigan wanted to increase the interest rate on pawn shops, Seth Gold publicly called it out on national television. He explained his point of view by saying that if the interest was increased, people who wanted to buy back the items they had pawned off wouldn't be able to do so. Even though the law would have favored the pawn shops, they didn't want to burden their customers with unnecessary interest rates on their items. If you've made it this far, don't hesitate to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified of our next upload whenever it goes up. Alright, let's get to the finale. Number 1. Car of Death. Every pawn shop owner has a dark side, and Les Gold revealed this when he bought the van of Dr. Death for $20,000. Jack Kevorkian, aka Dr. Death, used that van to assist about 130 people to kill themselves. The purchase of this van shocked Les's family, but fortunately, he later sold it for $25,000 as it was taking up too much space. These were just some of the dark truths behind Hardcore Pawn, and more yet to be told. Like Mark Twain said, everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. And that about wraps up another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit like if you haven't already, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you know whenever our next upload goes up. Until then, take care and goodbye.